Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Today we're talking about September 2022, which will be a wonderful month for you for some very pleasant surprises and positive developments to do with your work and your career, brought on by a lovely Venus in Virgo in your 10th house, as well as we're going to mention a little bit of news that can be wonderful for something to do with your home life, where you live, and potentially some travel that you're going to enjoy with your beloved. Let's get going. But before I do, let's talk about what I am and what I do. My name is Lori Lothian. I am a whole sign Hellenistic astrologer using ancient Time Lord tools and techniques, and I am not a sidereal astrologer. I'm also very fond of asteroids and stars. And by the way, I am teaching a class that is all about becoming able to read your own chart for beginners who want to learn astrology. It's called Sky Reader, and it's be your own astrologer, time your best life. 8-week course. Come jump in with me. I've taught it before. It's a great class. And there is a limit on how many students I take. So if you want to get in, you'll get the early bird discount notice and you'll get into the class by getting on my wait list. And I already have more than 35 people on the wait list, and I'm not probably going over 50 for the class. So please jump in, get on the wait list, and see if you want to learn some astrology yourself. Okay, so let's get going. Sagittariuses, first of all, your Lord Jupiter is not doing a lot this year, this month for you. Jupiter is your top dog, #1 planet. Other than a full moon in one of his signs, it's pretty low key for you this month. He's kind of like laying low, retrograding through the sign of Aries. So he's not particularly active. So I'm going to be more chronological as I go through your sky. I'm not just last 2 days of August, first 2 days of September, boom, he's on your game. He's got your back. Because what is Jupiter doing? He's in a sextile to Mars. So Jupiter will be he is moving through your 5th house. And if you're a Sag rising, especially, this is great for fertility, having children, experiencing joyful romance, getting your independent business enterprise going off the ground. This has been true since May of 22 to May of 23. This is your story. However, right now, in the first 2 days of September, he is making a trine energy, a sextile energy, or what Jupiter is actually, Mars is to Jupiter. So Mars is in your significant other business partnership house. So this is a bit of love up, flow, ease, and goodness between you maybe and a romantic partner to whom you are committed. This is also establishing more forward momentum with a business partnership, if you have such a thing. And this is also early September time, where if you are wanting to take a leisure trip or a trip with a partner, this is very much indicated as a yes. You may plan the trip in the first couple of days of September, or you may actually take that trip. And it's going to bring you just a lot more enjoyment with a significant person in your life. Now, you also could be looking at a legal agreement that's going to forge in your favor, a document you're going to sign that's in your favor, especially when it comes to money goodness for you and money luck for you around that time. A couple of days later, on the 3rd and the 4th of the month, there will be a opposition from Mercury to that Jupiter from your house of friendships, and also from the house of gains from your career. And you might just hit a bit of a trip up moment where there's an objection from somebody in your social friendship networks or groups of belonging to something you're doing regarding trips and travel, play, fun, and pleasure, or in your business life. If you have your own business, it's a small little hiccup. I don't think it's that big a deal. September 5th to the 11th, there are no major aspects. It's a chill pill hiatus in the sky. This is a good time for you to do what the heck you want without worrying about being grabbed like the grabbers. The planet's grabbing. We can all take a sigh of relief. Venus will move September 5th to the 29th into your career house, which is why I started this video saying this is a good month for career and work. Now, Venus in Virgo is in her fall, but it doesn't matter. She's looking at the details for you about your career and reputation and your success in this world. And she's going to be here kind of trying to bring goodness here, right? Especially, she's Venus, a benefic. So she's kind of saying, okay, I want to bring you a raise, a promotion, or a female in the workplace could be saying, how do I help you level up? How can I help you receive more joy and goodness in your workspace, career path thing, and this woman could be a colleague, or this woman could be a higher up. So there's this goodness going on September 5th to 29th in the top of your sky. And, the sun is up there as well in Virgo, and this happens every year. So this is nothing new. when the Virgo season begins, right? And the sun is moving through this part of your sky. So keep that in mind as well. And I would say to you that with this transit, especially given that, sorry, I'm stuttering. Don't even ask me why. Let me just look at some dates here. Yeah. So around the 22nd, 23rd is when no, never mind. No, I'm jumping too far ahead. So, okay. So good things are happening in your work. That's what I was just trying to say. All right. And this will be true until about the 22nd of the month of September, as you still have the sun up there in your work house with Venus helping out. So let's say the first 3 weeks of September, good news, good developments, strengthening things, higher ups loving you up in your career space. We have a beautiful giant full moon in September on the 10th of the month at 17 degrees of the sign of Pisces. This does matter to you because Jupiter owns that real estate and he is the lord of your sky. And this is your home life, your private life, your rental, your home you own. And this is going to open up some kind of fullness from the about your home. It's especially good if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, sign a new lease, and you planted the seeds for what's happening in the 4th house way the heck back. Okay. And this would have been on March 2nd. It's the house of the mother. This may involve some further fruitions of storylines to do with your mom. But this fullness will be blessing your home and your home life. There is a square to Mars, though, that is kind of where you may experience some tension between you and your spouse or your long-term committed partner or even a business partner, and things that you are wanting to see as an enjoyment expansion of home, literally Jupiter energy, right? How you can be more joyful and expansive in your home, maybe expand your home literally. Basically I'll give you a heads up, October 28th to December 20th, Jupiter slides backwards into your 4th house. And after November 24th goes direct. So there's lots more good bounty coming into that home and real estate story for you. For a lot of you, this will be like up leveling to a new apartment or home or selling a home or something like that. And things are starting to show their face around this area of concern in a positive way. And completion is possible too. Closing a deal around real estate. September 10th, add 2 weeks. Alrighty, on September 11th and 12th, the sun will trine Uranus. This is a good story, right? Sun is going to be in the sign of your 10th house of career around 18 degrees, and we'll go into a trine to the North Node and Uranus, and especially Uranus in 18 degrees or so of Taurus. This is what I talked about earlier. This is a positive, surprising development in your work life. And Venus backs it up on the 19th and 20th. Well, she also trines Uranus. Now, it can be good for your health as well, but it's definitely good for something to do with your work. Like, this is so lovely to get an up level around work storylines, promotions, raises, sudden developments that excite you, and you weren't expecting it. So it's hard to put my finger on the donkey to pin it at my tail. But whatever's going on September 11th and 12th regarding your work is going to really fruit out again with Venus's help. She can look like promotions as well as extra money from your work's 19th and 20th, bonuses or stuff like that. So yay you, working money stuff, really picking up speed. Thank you to that Uranus point. Now, just a back note, Uranus is going through your 6th house of health and work. And this is where the big boom happened back in the end of July, beginning of August. Check my video about the big boom. Leaving behind a path of work, right? End of story. And this is a beginning energy of some of the niggling developments about how you're cutting away from areas of employment or work that you've had and no longer doing that if you are the type who is employed. Alrighty. Then we're going to move forward. I'm on a clip here, aren't I? And we're going to talk about Venus squaring Mars, September 16th and September 17th, which is a very tense energy. It's not an easy one, although it can bring really hot attractions and sexual energy as well. So Venus is in Virgo in your career house and Mars is in your 7th house. So first of all, let's take the career story away from this for a minute. This could be some passion firing up with the one you're with, right? Your loved one, your significant other. And this would be looking like 16th, 17th moment of hot tangoing. maybe because Venus is in the 10th house, in a public place or in a place of visibility, which is pretty intense. But if it's not that, this is definitely something to do with legal agreements and negotiations in your workplace that are gnarly, but you're trying to establish something that you want to accomplish regarding work and agreements and contracts. And that's the 16th and 17th. You might have to go to battle, or you may feel that your lawyer or significant other is going to battle to get you what you need and want in that regard. At the same time, the same days, 16th and 17th or so, the sun is opposite Neptune. Now, Neptune has been moving through your 4th house of home, and the sun is your career space. There may be some kind of tension between your dreams around your home and what you really want to see happen there. Don't forget that full moon happened on the 10th, and pressure from a boss or a higher up or an authority figure in your workspace saying, no, you can't work from home, or no, I need you to travel here. You can't be at home. Who knows? So there's a gnarly tension around some of the work stuff mid-September, 16th and 17th. Then later on the well down the line on the 23rd of September, Mercury will enter the heart of the sun at 0 Libra. This is your 11th house of pennies from heaven, windfalls, money, luck, fairy godmothers, your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Now, Mercury Kazemi is to download something, to get an aha, to have a revelation or an insight, to receive divine guidance and synchronicity. So this is happening in your 11th house. And so you could definitely receive some very powerful new vision for your life, what you want to accomplish, how you want to see your life, your longer term goals. You may also have some kind of news or information from a friend or ally that Mercury delivers through that person that supports you in greater gains from your career, or some financial luck even. Jupiter is in the house of money luck, including a stock that takes off, speculation, lottery tickets, casinos. Even though he's opposite the Kazemi, I really don't think that's negative. Mercury opposition just could be very catalytic. So there's definitely some money popping here for a potential money luck energy popping for a lot of you Sagittarius around this Kazemi point, which is, as I said, the 23rd of the month. Then a little bit later on the 26th. Oh, and let me talk about one more thing. Around the 15th of the month to the end of the month, Saturn is squaring Uranus. Uranus is in your 6th house of work. Saturn is in your 3rd house of your local neighborhood, your siblings, your trips and travel. For some of you, you've been feeling this tension. We all have, but go back to February, June, and December of last year, because that was when that square kept repeating itself. And this can be literally tensions between things to do with trips or travel and work, and you don't really want to do it, or tensions with the sibling and you haven't resolved them. And then there may be tensions around a debt you owe and siblings or aunts, uncles, and cousins, or there could be tension around something you really want to learn, but you don't have the freedom to do it because of your work, or you want to travel and you can't, you feel restricted and locked down, who didn't, and you can't get your travel freedom going. These are stories that have been ongoing for you. And now it kind of comes back into play in the last 2 weeks of September into October, by the way. So just that backdrop narrative I need to be keeping you aware of. Freedom isn't here yet. Let's put it that way. Yes, you can travel and all of that, but there's constrictions. And if you thought you were going to get away in September, because I see a potential trip, there may be hitches and glitches in the trip to do with conflicts with the work environment and your desire to get away in the last 2 weeks of September. Now, Mercury and Venus co-join together at 27 Virgo in a trine to Pluto on the 26th of September. This is a powerful, positive trine full of luck and opportunity in your sky. It's money. It's a money luck opportunity thing. Pluto in the house of earnings and wages and possessions, and a trine to Venus, a goddess of possessions and luck and luxury and money, in your pennies from heaven house and your windfalls house and your hopes, dreams, and wishes, and great gains from your career. So this could definitely look like the 26th of September, a very positive money and career development, or just a lucky money break for you. At the end of the month, you're going to experience this, all of us, gorgeous. Let's go 23rd of September to the end of the month, Mars trining Saturn. Saturn is that place where you felt restricted around travel. Mars is the house of your significant business and marriage partnerships. This for sure looks like a getaway with somebody that you want to get away with. Sometime from September 23rd to the end of the month, you may be able to pull it off, despite the gnarly tension I mentioned earlier, saying freedom versus work responsibilities, right? You want to travel, you want to get adventures going maybe, and you've been stuck last year and this year. So this is where things can break through. through at the end of the month where you can get going on that. If you have to make legal agreements with a sibling, aunt, uncle, cousin, and Mars can help you accomplish those successfully in the last 10 days of the month or 7 days of the month of September. Thank you for listening, Sagittarius. And don't forget, if you want to get your body healed, my sister Nancy is having a healing special. She's a Reiki master and she's incredible. She healed me of a glute problem. So healingwithnancylynn.com. I could barely walk. 2 physiotherapists made it worse. She actually turned everything around with only 2 healings, distance healings at that. And she has her back to school sale on right now for 20% off any reading, any healing with her. So check it out below and grab that discount. You won't be disappointed. You won't believe the feedback she gets from her clients. Okay, ciao everyone. Thank you, Sagittarius, for listening.